Jackie lad, any chance of an autograph? Please, Jack. Jack, please.
Well, this footage, along with a couple of other photos, have got a lot of people talking online. They've got people speaking about Jack Grealish. Is he being disrespectful to the football club, going out having some pints? I mean, according to that video, it says looks unsteady. I mean, he's just walking, in my opinion.
Jackie,
I mean, I don't know if he does look unsteady. Maybe he is unsteady. I don't know. Maybe I'm Jack Grealish. But the thing is, right, here's my point on the Jack Grealish thing, because everyone's got an opinion these days, right? And I'm going to have my opinion on it. People keep on tweeting me, DMing me. LB, what do you make of Jack Grealish drinking? LB, what do you think of Jack Grealish drinking? What do you think? What do you think? Here's what I think. I don't really give a shit. And let me explain to you why. Because he's going to be leaving at the end of the season anyway. Let's be honest. The chances of Jack Grealish staying at this football club next season are very slim. Yeah, now, you might have to try and find a buyer, and that could be quite tricky, because who's going to want to buy Jack Grealish on 300 grand a week when he doesn't score and he doesn't assist? And I know people will say, oh, well, he keeps the ball or whatever, but ultimately, you got to pay him 300 grand a week and he doesn't score, doesn't get any assists. So I don't really care. If this was Haaland, would I have a different opinion? I probably would, because Haaland starts every game and is crucial to our team. Jack Grealish, I'm sorry to say, he's finished at Manchester City now, this guy. Yeah, but don't take my word for it. Yeah, look at his minutes here. This is this season's minutes, mate. Yeah, 2024. He's played 1,319 minutes all season. He's played no games off the bench here or there. Look at this. Look at these Premier League games here. Yeah, played that one on the bench, not available, on the bench, played on the bench, not available. This guy is sad to say, but he is not a crucial part of our team. He's barely even a crucial part of our squad anymore. And that's just the way his career's gone at Manchester City now. So when people ask me, LB, what do I think of Jack Grealish drinking? I ain't really got a problem with him drinking, but I just don't really care, because he's not going to be here next season. And here, look at this as well, chap. Look at this. So this has come from the Daily Mail. Sources at Manchester City have been intimating privately that this summer could be the end of the road for Jack Grealish at the football club. Now, as well, Jack Gorn, very good source when it comes to Manchester City news, did his own article to say unless Jack Grealish can stay fit and play well now to the rest of the season, he's basically gone. Jack Gorn retweeted that post yesterday. So whether he's got a little bit more of a nudge that this is probably the end for Jack Grealish, I don't know. But listen, this is the situation. So he went to this bar, had some drinks, I imagine, and paid for a round or put some money behind the bar for people. Cool, very nice. Jack Grealish is a nice guy, yeah? Let's have a look at some of the comments that are on this post. So this guy, Marmouche Roll, says, paying for someone else's drinks doesn't make drinking mid-season when you're fighting for a spot in the first team justified, says Marmouche Roll. Well, here's the thing. Are you allowed to drink? Maybe. I don't know, man. Look at this guy here. The club is going through a difficult season. Even though he's not a regular starter anymore, he's suffering from injuries, and alcohol reduces your recovery time. I can't even protect Grealish now. You know what? That's a fair comment, you know. If you're injured, if you constantly get injuries, which he's got a lot of injuries this year, alcohol does recover your or delay your recovery time. So should you be drinking alcohol when you're injured and that's part of your job? Maybe there's an argument to some people will say no, he's allowed a beer. He's not okay, that's a fair point. But at the same time, if you keep on getting injured and alcohol delays your recovery time, and you're on 300 grand a week and you should be a critical part of the team, should you? I don't know. For me, it's about the optics. The optics don't look great. Is he allowed to go and have a beer with his mates? Yes. Is he allowed to get steamy once in a while? Yes, especially when we've not got a game for a week. Do the optics look great when you played 1,300 minutes this season, you can't get in the team, and you're on 300 grand a week? No, that is very fair and very balanced review. You know what I mean? I'm not out here saying it's an absolute disgrace, because I don't think it's a disgrace. He's allowed to go and have a beer. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, can't you just go a couple of weeks without, because he was pictured in London the other week, wasn't he, last week or 2 weeks ago, doing the same thing, going into a bar, having drink. I'm like, he's allowed to do that, But at the same time, if it was me, I think I'd be looking at it going, I can't get in a team here. I keep getting injured. Yeah, my team's struggling. We've struggled all season. It's probably one of the worst seasons we've had in a long time. Do the optics look great? Maybe they don't care about the optics. Maybe the optics are irrelevant. Maybe he's like, I'm allowed to do this, so I'm going to do it. Fuck the optics. But you can't have it both ways. And I've got to say this as well, because listen, I ain't sitting on the fence here. In my opinion, I don't think he should be doing it, in my opinion, because of the optics, yeah? I think he should focus on getting himself back into this team and finding a way to nail down that starting position spot. And therefore, if it was me, I'd swerve the whole going out having a drink, yeah? But is he allowed to do that? So I'm not sitting here saying he's a disgrace, because I don't think he's a disgrace. I just don't think he should be doing it. Do you know what I mean? But the facts are, right now, this guy's on 300 grand a week. He's played 1,300 minutes this season. He started like 2 games out of the last 18 in the Premier League or whatever. Yeah, he can't keep a position in the side to Savio or Doku. Nunes has been better than him as a left winger this year. What I would say is, to the people that are like saying he's allowed to do it, fine. Yeah, but I do think people are allowed to criticize. People are allowed to say he's not doing the right thing there. I think, listen, not to sit on the fence. I think both people have a right here. You're allowed to say on one hand he's allowed to do what he wants, but you're also allowed to say on the other hand, this guy's on 300 grand a week and he can't even get in the team over Savio or Doku. He's out on the piss. Honestly, I think not to sit on the fence, but you are allowed to do it either. But what I would say is, for the people that are saying he's allowed to do it and having a go at people that are having a moan, no, I think people are more than entitled to have a moan. I think people are more than entitled to have a moan when you've a £100 million player on 300 grand a week and you can't even get in the team and you play 1,300 minutes. I think you're more than entitled to have a moan. I'm not asked either way, because he's going to leave in the summer anyway, in my opinion. The trouble is, you're going to struggle to get rid of him, which shows you how badly his last 2 years at this football club have gone, because who's going to pay for him? Who's going to pay a transfer fee of 30? I think he owes us like 30 to 40 million on the books. So anything less than that be recorded as a loss. So who's going to pay 40 million quid for him on 300 grand a week when he doesn't score, doesn't assist, he's never fit? Rodri played more minutes last season alone than Grealish has played in the last 2 years. Who's going to pay for him? So that's going to be tough. Can we actually get rid of him? But unfortunately, his time at City is coming to an end. You can see that with the minutes he's playing. The fact that most people would rather have Savio, maybe even Doku on the pitch. Nunes has been a better left winger this year than this is all just facts. This is facts. And I'm sorry. And by the way, I'm a big Grealish fan. Well, I was buzzing when we signed him. I was like, get him. I really wanted us to sign Grealish. Unfortunately, you've just got to say his career at City hasn't worked out. Yeah, he won the treble. He did well in the treble. I think he gets disrespected, if I'm being honest with you, in that treble season. A lot of people just say, he didn't do fuck all. I think to win a treble, I think you've got to have a say. He was our 5th most played player that year in the treble season by games played. So he clearly had a big deal to play with. But since then, he's not kicked on and he's gone downhill. And, you get people out here having moaning at fans who are moaning at him for going out on the piss when he's played 1,300 minutes. I just feel like, bro, people are moaning because of he's not playing. Let's have a look at some more of these comments then before we wrap up. What are people saying in here? Yeah, that's a bit of a mad comment from Tom. I'm all for Grealish having a life on his day off, but when he's not starting every week and saying in interviews he wants to do better and chooses booze instead of fighting for his place, I think it's a shame. I'm kind of with this Jack guy here. I think that's a very fair comment. I'm the same. I don't give a shit. He's allowed to go have a beer. He's allowed to go and get, let his hair down. But at the same time, the optics don't look great. And surely we can all agree on that. Surely, even if you're a person that's like, nah, you can do whatever the fuck you want, I don't give a shit. Surely you can agree that the optics don't look particularly great when you play 1,300 minutes and you're struggling to get in the team over fucking Nunes. You know what I mean? Let's have a look at one or two more. Trying to cover up. He was drunk. It's not good for professional. I don't know if he was drunk or not. We can't see that. Leaving the club stoned when you're fighting for a place. I don't know if that's even true. But yeah, anyway, listen, people have got the views. People are obviously very strong views. People have been asking me for my views. I thought I'll give you my views. My views are, it's sad actually. It's sad. The words that are coming out of my mouth is quite sad. I don't care. I don't care because he's going to go at the end of the year. I just don't care. It's irrelevant to me what he does. He's not going to be here next season. I don't think he is anyway, unless we can't get rid of him. I don't think he's going to be here next season. So why am I going to sit here and be like, oh, he's a disgrace? Or why am I going to sit here and be like defending him out my ass when I just don't care because he's not going to be here next year? Anyway, that's my opinion. Listen, people are very touchy on this subject. Give me your opinions in the comment section below. Which side are you on? I guess there's three sides. There's you let him do it. He can do what he wants. There's it's a disgrace. You shouldn't be doing that. Or maybe you fall into the bracket of me of that. Maybe he should do it. Maybe he shouldn't do it. But ultimately, don't really care because he's not going to be here next year. Anyway, and do you think this guy's being targeted? Because why am I seeing loads of these clips now? Why am I seeing him every time he comes out of a pub? Yeah, which doesn't sound great to be fair. But you know, he got video like 2 weeks ago coming out of a bar in London. Now he's getting video. Like, is he being targeted or is this just proving the point that maybe he's going out too much? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Smash a like. By the way, I would say this as well, right? I know for a fact that a lot of these players do go out and don't get caught, and not caught because they are allowed to do it. They go out a lot to bars in Manchester and they never get videoed. They never get photographed. I never see it. But with Grealish, it's always on the fucking newspaper. So is he being targeted? I don't know. But yeah, he'll go at the end of the year, so I don't really care.